Alright, what's going on everybody over at PvP Central? How you guys all doing today? My name is Matt, and welcome back to the channel today, and I'm bringing you guys a Division 2 video on a little bit of a kind of breakdown we got from the website recently, and I'll link it down below in the description for those of you guys that are interested. I'm going to be discussing essentially the most important things that Ubisoft has revealed recently in regards to the Division 2, talking about a couple new weapon categories and things like that. So, starting off, the new weapon category for the Division 2 is going to be the rifle category, and they said this would be kind of the bridge between everything else we've seen in the Division so far. And I'm not an expert on this game. Honestly, I haven't played it very much. I wish I did, but again, I'm just trying to kind of hop on the hype train because I really am looking forward to this sequel and getting into it, because I know the first game was regarded very, very highly among a lot of fans. Although some were critical, I do believe that the Division 2 is going to be a very good game, and it seems that they're kind of refining all the mistakes they made in their first game. So of course, now we have 7 weapon categories as opposed to 6 in the first one. Now, there are also going to be exotic weapons that stand out more, and they seem to be putting a big emphasis on this, making it more related to the story and the overall theme, and kind of generally just enhancing the overall art of these exotic weapons. It's just kind of cool because it kind of helps you identify with a certain weapon, kind of helps you grow attached to a certain gun that you might pick up or unlock, which is very, very important to me as someone who's a huge fan of the weapons I use in game. The grenades, this and that and that. I love customizing my loadout, my arsenal, and that's something I think a lot of gamers can agree with and relate to, and it seems that Ubisoft has known that. And speaking of grenades, until level 30 they did kind of revamp the grenade system. Only concussions are going to be available to you, and after that, once you get past level 30, they are tied to specializations, which is something different than the original Division saw, because I think the original Division only had like 3 grenades, where in this case they're actually tying them to a specialization, which is kind of interesting. You have a flashbang for the sharpshooter, incendiary for demolitionist, and frag grenade for survivalist. In terms of weapon mods, another little update is that they are not going to be looted this time around, but they're actually going to be unlocked. And this is a different change from the original Division, because according to Ubisoft, from what they've seen generally with the community consensus, is that mods were seen in the first game as sort of must-have upgrades on every single weapon, which they say leads to kind of an unenjoyable modding experience. And they say it kind of threw some things out of whack, like reloading, weapon handling, and things like that. So in the Division 2, they're changing it where it's just more about customization and using a certain feel to fit your playstyle. And I think this is honestly a very, very welcome change. And again, I'm someone who wasn't particularly an expert on the Division 1, but I do believe, based on what they're seeing, that this was one of the largest community complaints. And from some of the comments that I've seen on our Division 2 videos, people discussing this game, I do believe that is something that a lot of people were very, very dissatisfied with. And these mods can be used on as many weapons as you want, but not all the mods are compatible on all the weapons, which is very, very important to know, because if you do unlock one, it's not necessarily applicable, oh my god, I'm stuttering horribly. It's not necessarily applicable for every weapon that you have. Now, the final thing that I'm least aware of, but I'm sure some of you guys might be a little bit more familiar with, is the weapon talent system was changed, and they added an augmented reality tracker, which they say is a new feature to match your weapon talent. And again, I'm not an expert on this. We'll kind of cover this more in future videos. We learn a little bit more about this game. But regardless, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed the video. Something a little different. Again, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, just as a gamer getting hyped for something that I genuinely do enjoy, which is Tom Clancy, and a game that I did miss out on its prime, unfortunately. I'm looking to hop on and grind out the sequel, so I really can't wait for the Division 2 to come out, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on everything I said down below in the comments. With that being said, guys, my name is Matt, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.